You're so far away from me. Beyond sunset. What is beyond sunset? The night? Okay, we've got a slightly lo fi boomer shooter. Now, does it have a filter on it? It does have a filter on it. To think it was actually pixel art would be mind blowing. You've done the impossible. As promised, I'm taking you to meet Yuri. Cyberpunk, cyber slash, pixel boomer shooter. A la Ion, sort of like Ion Fury, but not quite. Okay. Cyberpunk first person shooter with a rich story and role playing game elements. You are Lucy. Okay, I'm out. I'm not. An enhanced street samurai searching for lost memories. Fight in large open interactive levels overtaken by yakuza, zombies, robots, and bosses. Came out on the 12th of September from Metacorp slash Vaporware. Published by Movie Games SA. There's a demo. They want $13 for it. And the full version is out with 5 episodes, 29 enemies, 4 bosses, 5 weapons, 39 player upgrades, and a forced female protagonist. You've got Gun Jitsu, where you can upgrade a selection of distinct weapons, outmaneuver your foes using dash and slide, and unlock special abilities. All right, I mean, it's a shooter. There's bosses. Get good or die, 100% moddable. Can you change the primary character so it speaks to me a little bit louder? Do they use the Doom engine? Huh. It's a WAD. Yeah, GZ Doom. Okay. Anyways, there it is. If this is what you're looking for, it exists. The trolley solution. Okay. The trick is to never get tricked into having to answer this question. But it looks like it goes way beyond that. It's like programmatic. What is this? Trolley Sand. That's a beautiful name. Who the hell is Tomiko? Okay. There's DLC for this. I don't know about this choice of font, but I guess it fits the whole aesthetic. Black and white, stylized. And then how do you play exactly? Is it like to kill the least amount of people? The Trolley Solution is a compilation of point and click minigames based on the famous thought experiment originally proposed by Philippa Foot. Of course, a woman would have come up with this. Came out on the 12th of September from by Dan Dan's, and the Bueno Interactive. They want $13 for it. Philosophers already waste their time and lives thinking about thinking. Okay, I can tell already where you're at. It's fine. Why not have fun while doing it? Okay, this trolley solution's only been around since 1967. Life had to get that bad. We had 10,000 years of humanity and then 2,000 years of civilization, and Philippa Foot was like, all right, what if there's a train and you can kill one person or a bunch of people? What do you do? It took that long. It took human beings that fucking long to formalize that. Okay. 20 trolley problem variations, 20 mini games. You might not actually learn anything useful, important, nor expand your mind by playing this game or any game, really. I would imagine zero games do that, no matter how pretentious and forthwith the developers think they are. Hold Me Tight All Night, Oni-chan. Okay, another game for pedophiles. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not even gonna bother giving these the fucking time of day. Thank you. Sips and Sonnets. All right, and what is this? A cozy visual novel about grandma and her niece, or her granddaughter, teaching her all about tea. Leave a thought in every heart you happen by, as tea so fondly stains the cup it's in. Be warmth that lingers on the fingers held high. The smallest kindness lets their tale begin. Okay. Whoa, are you the grandma? Who's this nurse? She looks bored. And look at the way she's just casually holding the syringe. It's time for your shot, Granny. Is this a cozy game with some really weird, crazy, dark undertones? I don't know. Run a tea shop in the British countryside and enkindle your love for poetry in this heartfelt visual novel. Play as Ms. Meadows. All right, I'm out. Retired journalist and tea enthusiast as she prepares for her best friend's long awaited visit. Listen to customer stories, brew tea, and craft wholehearted poems. Came out on September 11th from Blue Tango Street, self published. They want $13 for it, and I assume it's a visual novel. but there is no, it's gameplay. It's gameplay with the visual novel underneath it. You make tea. There's a bunch of different customers. You write poems by choosing the words to fill in the blanks. Fully voice acted with talents from Baldur's Gate 3 and Disco Elysium. Wow, they must have really been hard up for work. The machine's taken over. Have they taken over yet? I don't know. I never have the voice acting on, so I don't know if it's real or not. Doesn't matter to me. 2 to 4 hours of gameplay, multiple endings, several minigames, and an original soundtrack. Inspired by our personal experiences with local tea shops across the United Kingdom, as well as countless wholesome interactions with kind and wise role models in our lives. Wow, these people actually went outside, and this is the game they produced. Great. Well, congratulations. Bone Lords. Okay. Well, we go from a couple of weird games to Bone Lords. And what is this all about? Is this an incremental? Who is this wizard? You've got 4-player split screen co op in case you wanted to just jump on the sofa with your 3 imaginary friends and play this. Why would I play this instead of Terraria? This is a big question I have. Rogue like, Souls like, Terraria like? Question mark. Build your character and your defenses in Bone Lords. Protect Fort Platts against waves of enemies and bosses in this unbonelievable experience. Came out on the 10th of September from Z Zero Game Studios, self-published. They want $9 for it, and yeah, it's sort of a rip of Terraria with just the fighting and defending, I guess. Do you have crafting at all? Play and grow your character. Advanced Souls-like combat, they say, while aping a game that's been around for 15 years. Okay, build defenses in depth, inheriting legacy with each run. Multiplayer. Are you still reading this? Get the game, you bonehead. Well, I was about to, but then you insulted me, so go fuck yourself. The Eastern Sacrifice. Okay, what is this? Card Battler from China? China. See, a lot of these Chinese games are like 18 different games in one. They try to roll in as much as they possibly can and hope that something sticks. Meanwhile, when you sit down to play it, you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Beautiful art, though. If it is, in fact, human generated, even if it's not, it's still beautiful. That's kind of the interesting thing about GPT generated art. It's pretty hard to deny that a lot of it is very, very good, even from human standards. Anyways, the Eastern Sacrifice is an idle game combining simulation with Eastern Cthulhu inspired themes, huh? In a world spiraling into chaos over authority, vanquish enemy, gather treasures, and build a devoted religion. Your sanctuary will help you reclaim theurgy, ascend to the divine realm. Came out on the 12th of September from Five Shrimps, self-published. I didn't know shrimps could code. They want $13 for it, and this copy is hilarious. Without long-standing worship and offerings, the true deities have been forgotten by the world. Only the faintest remnants of their remnant consciousness remain, dwelling within the dust-sealed halls. The cosmos is merciless. All beneath the supreme are but ants. Through cultivation, living beings ascend step by step beyond their physical forms. The world has long descended into madness amidst chaos. At this moment, beneath the Sumur throne, the sound of sutra chanting reaches you, and you open your stone eyes. Awakening alongside is the resolve to seek vengeance against the heretics and abominations. Ascend to become the Fate Commander, restore the fortune of humanity, and establish a sect devoted to your faith. To the panicked within the hall, you cast down your first gaze with lowered eyes. Wow, I'm stoked. I'm ready to go. I'm a Buddha. Ready for vengeance? I don't know. Wasn't the Buddha like against vengeance? So what do we have here exactly? Sandbox construction with idle minigament. Oh, sorry, idle management. Bro, it's Saturday morning. Give me a break. Divine perspective overlooking the mortal realm. So you like build your realm with this grid-based sort of place your cards kind of thing. And then there's exploration and combat with divine intervention. But it's an idle game, right? You just watch and make choices. Ascension through sacrifice. Now, is there an English version? Because I don't see any English text at all anywhere. And they don't mention it in the copy. So it's unclear. But yeah, if it's an idle game at heart, I'm not into it. I just don't like watching games happen. I would rather take action. But this might be for you. Give it a try. Birdhouse. All right. I am not this little girl, so I'm good. So many locks. I don't even know if all of them work. No point in leaving anyway. The strength of a god. A god's strength is dependent on the faith and devotion of their followers, offerings, rituals, and prayers. You got page 4. I'm not God, but I am something similar. Okay. Who are you? Purple haired, confused little girl. A short narrative driven horror game made in RPG Maker featuring hand drawn graphics and animated cutscenes. Players navigate the house and its backyard, interacting with the environment and collecting key items to progress the story. Came out on the 12th of September from Hellstar. Or is it Hellstar 4R? That's hard to tell. It's free. They're just giving it away. Wick, a young human like creature. Okay. Oh, it's a he? Really? This is a he. Hold on a second here. I guess. But he's wearing a dress. I guess that's okay. That's fine. Whatever. One of those he's. Narrative driven eldritch horror game, digitally painted graphics, original ambient soundtrack, walking simulator, collectible push, short playtime. Okay, congratulations on publishing a game. Luffy Homebound. Is this one of those One Piece things? No, you're a fox, an anthropomorphic fox. A little bit of cell shading, a little bit of cozy atmosphere. Whoa, that slide down was amazing, but I feel a bit sick. Don't drown, Bobo. You got your friendship stickers. You won't believe it. First, the path got blocked, so I had to go to the treetops. I had to climb all the way to the top like take a zip line down. So somebody played a short hike and was like, I want to make it longer. It's a long hike. Luffy Homebound. Luffy is returning home from time away at Hartford's Art Academy. Explore, collect memories, and make new friends along the way. Relax and enjoy a wholesome, cozy experience as you journey home. Came out on the 19th of August from One Up Plus, self published, and they forgot you can never go home. It's free. Okay, is this a student game? This is what they made? I do like the sort of watercolor look they managed to achieve with the cell shading and the soft texturing. It's fine. A lived in world, build relationships, fill your journal. There's musical vibes, and it's about 2 hours. So there it is if you got nothing better to do for the next 2 hours. Taking my Dark Knight girlfriend to the corner store. I don't think so. I don't even think so. Isn't this a rip from El Shaddai, the Metatron? What the fuck? That same character. Similar art style. But no, this is some lesbian transsexual thing, which is fine. It's just not for me. A beautiful dark nitress from another world enlisted me in her quest to slay a rogue wizard, and now we're dating. But what if she finds out I have no idea who the Grey Wizard is? Came out on the 5th of September from Forever Future Games. It's free, and it features about 10,000 words and an hour of gameplay. A one true ending, cute, hand drawn artwork, lesbian T for T romance. I don't want to know what that is. And there's Tuss. I also don't want to know what that is. Not my thing, not my culture. Might be yours. There it is. Hi. Hi. That's actually the game. Sorry, it's hi, period. Is it a clicker? Press WASD to move. Oh, okay. What? Help create a game with your. Seriously? Potentially the biggest or smallest, most fun or boring game you've ever played. Explore a 2D box using WASD. That's it for now. Came out on the 5th of September from The Breakfast Gentleman. They won $1.30 for it. Hi, this is a game about you. Yes, you. Well, currently, Hi is a game about sliding around a 2D box using WASD. That's it. However, the goal of Hi is to be a community-driven game where you all decide the Well, I mean, get a great. Can I have a cut of the profits, by the way? So, is this an investment kind of thing where I pay $1.30 now, and then once the game gets big, you start paying me back the dividends from the game reaching a wider and wider audience? Because that would compel me to actually participate. I'm not saying I would only do it for the love of money, but if I'm going to do something for free, it's going to be my projects, not yours. Keep it within Steam's TOS. Keep the game within a playable state. So that's it. They created basically a character mover. You have a dot, yeah, and you can press WASD. It'll move around. Although you probably, yeah, you need a frame of reference to know where you're moving. Otherwise, it would just be a dot on a screen. And then they want you to go into the Steam discussion boards and make suggestions for how to make the game. I'm speechless. I mean, it's art. This is actually art. Like, as much as I want to hate it and I find it completely pretentious, they did it. They done did it. There's this famous story by George Lois. I don't know if it's true or not. George Lois talked a lot of shit in his time, but he said that when he was in art school, there was an exercise where the students were given a big white square piece of paper and then a bunch of black pieces of paper, and they were told to arrange the black pieces of paper, cut them up, and put them however they wanted onto the canvas. And they had a certain amount of time to do it, like an hour or something. And George claims that he just sat there for the entire hour, and then at the last second, the teacher was getting madder and madder watching him do nothing. And at the very last second, he signs his name in the bottom corner of the canvas and says, "This is the perfect square." Right? Just a blank canvas. Yeah, okay, great. But that's art, right? This is what we're talking about here. Levels of abstraction I can't even comprehend this early in the morning. Okay, well, good luck, the breakfast gentleman. I'm actually going to follow this and see what happens with this thing. I'm just genuinely, morbidly, schadenfreudenly curious about this fucking thing. All right. License to grill. What is this now? We go from a blank slate to someone who actually put time and thought into making something on their own and trying to execute on a creative vision. Is this like a death match where you're food? Pick your favorite meat character and cook up to 8 friends using the environment, wacky weapons, or your trusty frying pan in this online third-person combat player versus player game. It's exactly what it is. Came out on the 8th of September from Team Meatball and Academy of Interactive Entertainment. Is that a school or did they just make up that name? It's free. License to grill. Yeah, we get it. Looks kind of cool. You play meat and you try to slam your friends into the fire so they get cooked. Interesting. You can use a frying pan, a meat hammer, the pepper shotgun, the fridge door, a propane launcher. There's fun levels. There's only 2 of them, though. Pizza Party and Market Meltdown. Cook the most players to win. It's free, so if you got a bunch of friends who are sitting around doing fuck all, you might want to try it. Mage Tower Massacre. Also, if you have a bunch of friends sitting around doing fuck all, I would wonder about my friends group, honestly. What are we doing with our lives? Okay, it's kind of a gauntlet sort of thing. You're just a oh no, it's Hotline Miami with a wizard. That's probably what it is. Blast, cleave, and telefrag your way through hordes of felonious fellas with shotgun magic in this arcade twin stick shooter. Upgrade your spells to ludicrous levels to ascend to bullet nirvana, unlocking more weapons and stages as you play. Came out on the 5th of September from Squid underscore lawyer, self-published. There is a demo. They want $5 for it. So it's inspired by the Flash game classics of the mid 2000s. Okay, so no, it's just a straight twin stick. Do you have life? I feel like it's a one hit kills you sort of thing. Choose your arsenal from the mage's unconventional slick ass magics. Obtain absolute power. It is arcade madness with blistering combat. And yeah, let me just look again. I don't. No, you do have 4 hits and then a number of bullets. I guess magical bullets. Okay. Cool. Good on building it. I don't know. It's not that appealing to my eye, and I still haven't finished Hotline Miami 2, but there you go. And that's it. We're out of here. 18,839 games have been viewed. You have yourself a fantastic day.